Hi everyone, Peter Liciaga here, and I just finished doing the podcast, and I just let you know it's awesome podcast, but there are some interruptions in there. First of all, the first part of it, I didn't have my mic on, so you're gonna hear the buzz or the fuzz from my laptop. I was in my dining room, in my living room, and right now between that, in my dining room there, right there's my computer, so you're gonna hear the noise from that. And then I noticed and I recognized that I had an appointment to have a conference call with Master Donato. And I had to put a pause on the video so I can have that scheduled meeting with Master Donato. And I did. And so I had to come back. But when I did come back, I did plug in my mic. So you're going to see that there. And I promise that not to edit these videos, because I want you guys to see the authenticity in it. I want you guys to see it raw, basically. I just want to see me, where I am in my environment, and no production. I know a couple of you guys did say, hey, I can't wait till you have a better production value there, but I don't care about any of that. My hope is that I give you guys something of value. So anyway, with that being said, as I go ahead and put this on my computer, the video that is, and get it ready to share with you guys, please forgive me on the sound. Forgive me on the other little mess ups on that. I'm not perfect, but I'm striving for it. And I do talk about that, striving for perfection. So check out the video. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so enjoy. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye.
Black belt strong, motivation. Yeah, black belt strong. Get it done and from the heart.
Hi everyone, Peter Liciaga here for your Mount Laurel Martial Arts Guy show, episode 4. In this show, I want to talk about martial arts as a parent, martial arts as a man, as a husband, as a person, martial arts that's unique for me, and how I use martial arts to help me overcome everyday challenges, not just the kicks and the punches. And I say this all the time. What's hurting us, what's hurting our youth, hurting me, is not a kick or a punch, really. It's my inability to be disciplined and do the right thing. The right thing, not only when it comes to taking care of my body, exercising, feeding it, and resting it, but also my ability to take care of my mind, to be aware of what's going on in here, psychologically, emotionally, what's going on here. Martial arts has helped me with that, because the real battle is here, not out there. That's the real battle. So I want to talk about that. I did some study today before I recorded this episode, so that I get some insight on martial arts and self-defense. Not self-defense against attackers coming from the out to you, but self-defense, defending yourself against you, what's going on here. Okay, and so I wanted to read an article that I found online that then I'll springboard off of it, just to give you guys some ideas. First question I want to start off with for you: what does martial arts mean to you? If you're a parent, you're an adult, what does martial arts mean to you? Does martial art mean for you, cool karate moves in movies, or hardcore cage fighting, MMA fighting, wrestling? Or does martial arts mean for soldiers to go into battle, understanding how to defend themselves, how to attack, and to neutralize the enemy? Does martial arts mean for you being able to fight off bullies? Does that mean what it means to you? And so question is, and let me know, what does martial arts mean for you? So I want to look at this article because I wanted to talk about martial arts within the context of my everyday challenges and how martial arts helps me in my everyday choices. And if anything comes up, how do I deal with it? How do I use the concepts, the principles, the ideas that I put to practice on the mats? How do I take it off the mats and use it in the world? And so let me read this article. It's called Balance and Harmony, and it was written by a gentleman named Mark Walter, and I found it on medium.com, and his name is Mark Walter, and it's the subtitle says this: When I forget my ways, I am in the way. So balance. Let me go ahead and read this. Starts off with, perhaps you've heard the stories, the ones about famous generals or martial artists who became pacifists in their old age. This essay is not really about that, but the topic should be addressed in order to place some of the art's higher and more advanced teachings into context. We begin by tossing out the word pacifist, because while any one of us has the right to be a pacifist, martial arts, by its nature, is neither concerned with war nor pacifism. It advocates neither. Its main concern is training the body and the mind to react under certain types of attacks, confrontations, or adversities. It apologetically takes into account the life-threatening nature of assault and hand-to-hand combat. And ironically, a number of pacifists enroll in the martial arts to learn how to protect themselves. If we dig deeper into the guiding principles of the founders of martial arts, we don't necessarily uncover pacifism. Instead, we discover principles for living an upright and worthy life. What makes life worthy? And going on in the article, jumping off this article right now, it goes on to describe the principles of Judo and then the principles of Shotokan, principles of Aikido and the Ki Society, and also talks about Great River Jiu-Jitsu, more recent one. But let me just read about Judo, the principles of martial arts, the principles of Judo. Judo was founded, first of all, in 1882 by Jigoro Kano, and it says here he was a jiu-jitsu master. And on April 18th, 1888, Kano and Reverend Thomas Lindsay presented a lecture called Jiu-Jitsu, the Old Samurai Art of Fighting Without Weapons. This is in the article, reading from the article, to the Asiatic Society of Japan. This lecture took place at the British Embassy in Tokyo. Its theme was that the main principle of Judo involved gaining victory by yielding to strength. And Kano is quoted here by saying this: "We should not forget to make full use of every opportunity during our practice to improve our wisdom and virtue. These are the ideal principles of my Judo. The ultimate objective of Judo discipline is to be utilized as a means to self-perfection, and therefore, or thenceforth, to make a positive contribution to society." Now I'm going to jump all the way down to the bottom of the article, because if you want to read the whole article, the link is down below in the description section here. But again, this is pretty much the gist of the article. And the latter part of the article says harmony, not division and hate. Harmony. And the article is called Balance and Harmony. I know over the last several weeks, I've been looking at this idea of me just creating balance in my life. But then I heard someone else say this, and it jumped out over here for me here in this article, is now I'm not looking so much about balance. I'm looking for harmony. Now, balance here, you balance between, okay, I want a great day, balance between my good day, health, eating. Like this, we were talking about healthy eating habits. And so you got to balance or have harmony with the junk that you eat in your life to the great food that you eat in your life. There has to be a harmony there. So if you eat too much junk, it's going to hurt you. But if you stick too much to great food and all this, and like I did 1 year of juicing and only raw food, and I felt like I was being cheated, and psychologically and mentally I was battling myself in it. And so I had to find this harmony between the junk that I eat, that bag of potato chips to the broccoli and the spinach and the juicing that I eat, the healthy eating that I eat, the going out, getting on the mats and destroying my body with balancing and getting harmony with taking care of my body, because they have to work together in harmony. The beating of my body to the resting of my body, to the challenging of my mind and pressing myself from all sides so that I can grow and learn, so not destroy myself. But if I do destroy myself, then I'm able to rest so that I can learn from the destruction. And so there's this pull and push that's happening, this challenge, this rest, this beating, this resting, this constant never-ending pulling and pushing going on in my life. So to get harmony with that. So harmony for me really jumps out more so than balance, even though they both work together, yeah? So anyway, it says harmony, not division and hate. So telling myself that, getting on the mats, working hard, beating my body, making my slave, getting beaten up daily has to be, I cannot hate that because it hurts me and may put me off where I can't go on the mats and enjoy what I love to do because I'm injured, but to embrace it and to not let it divide me and separate me from what I enjoy doing or what I need to do in the course of my day. I have responsibilities. I'm a dad. I'm an employee, an employer. I need to meet my responsibilities as a husband, as a provider. And as I train myself on the mats, as I get injured, I need to balance that, have harmony with that so that I don't throw out this because I have fears of that, but to have harmony with that, to accept it. And as I get older, I get better with it. So going back to the article here, harmony, not division or hate. Not division and hate. Each of these arts are strict, referring to Judo, to Aikido, to Shotokan, to all these arts, martial arts, are strict and highly disciplined in the teaching of technique, martial art technique. Yet each of them is simultaneously focused on deeper principles of living, such as behavior, harmony, personal unification, becoming one with yourself, understanding you. I'm talking about self-awareness here, being self-aware enough to know what your likes are, what your dislikes are, what your fears are, what your uncertainties are, what your doubts are. It's so important that you become so self-aware of who you are that from that point you can then grow to become better, stronger, more empowered, not because you deny yourself the intelligence of who you really are, but you embrace who you really are, accept who you really are. And from that position, you are empowered. So every day I get up, I find out more about myself. It's exposed on the mats. I can't hide on the mats. I can't hide my weaknesses on the mats. They're exposed on the mats, especially on the jiu-jitsu mats. I go in there feeling empowered and strong and strengthened. I go to the gym, lift all these weights. I could run, have these speeds. Or if I have an injury, I can't lift weights or I can't run because I have a hip injury, which I happen to do have these days. But when I get on the mats, no matter how I'm feeling here, reality is exposed and it challenges my thoughts of my perceptions of who I am. And then I see the reality of who I am. And then in that moment, I have to either accept it or lie to myself and deny it. And as a warrior, as a martial artist, to have real harmony and balance in my life, I have to accept it. It is what it is. And get the harmony where, okay, I don't like it, but I accept it. Can I change it? Well, I'll try to. I'll do the best that I can to change it. But if I can't, what can I learn from it that then empowers me? It's martial arts. So personal unification, personal oneness, and then wisdom and self-perfection. And through this awareness of imperfection, you become wise. And then you strive for that perfection, which is unattainable. So this is that push and pull. You strive for perfection, knowing that you'll never get perfection, but you strive for it anyway. It's interesting, many years ago, I mentioned Russ Sobczak a lot of times, this gentleman that was my boss many, many years ago when I was in Florida. One of the jobs that I took on when I came from the Bronx. I left the Bronx to get out of the gang life and traveled to Florida. One of the first jobs that I had was construction, doing insulation and air conditioning. I was working for a company, and I was there for about 7 years. It's a long time. And my boss, Russ, one time called me into the office, and I really screwed up one time, really screwed up. And he called me into the office, started reaming me, started really getting on my case, and saying things like, Peter, you're not like that. You're better than that. You're smart. You're intelligent. And I'm really disappointed in what you were doing. And he was just coming at me full force, really exposing what I did, exposing me to me, so much so that I started getting extremely defensive. You feel that anger coming up, and you're getting angry, and I knew he was right. And all I had to say back to him, I was angry, frustrated, and I don't know if I was in tears or not, but I know I was so angry. I shouted back at him, but I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And I remember the whole room. This was my perception of the reality of what happened in that moment. I felt the room get peaceful. And I saw in his face, because he was red, and I got angry. The emotions got really, 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 really high. And then the moment I said, I'm not perfect, I saw in his face, calm down. And he looked at me. He said, Peter, I know you're not perfect, but I want you to strive for it. Strive for perfection. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget those words from Russ. In that moment, I understood that my battle is to strive for perfection, knowing that I'll never achieve it, never arrive there, but to strive for it. It's that journey, learning from my mistakes. And that was one of my greatest lessons in life that I learned from Russ Sobczak. So let me get back to the article. Okay, so the samurai is a model of impeccability. The samurai warrior was known to be fundamentally upright and rock steady, a solid anchor within the community, deeply responsible, highly respected, undeniably reliable, unswervingly loyal, highly skilled in any effort they undertook, masterful in the art of war and strategy, and relentless, even in the face of certain death. Now, for me, that's what I want to strive for. I want to strive to be that kind of martial artist. And yes, I want to be good at protecting myself with my hands and feet, but more importantly, my mind. I heard someone say a couple of years ago, I have mental martial arts, or that one book, Verbal Judo. But I want to be able to, yes, be as great as possible I can be with my hands and my feet, my body, but more importantly, my mind. And then, like Russ, my boss, my good friend from many, many years ago, I want to be that peace in the storm, challenging others to strive for perfection, but not to be so focused on the end, but the journey, and enjoying the process, learning along the way. And let me go on, proceed with this article, wrapping it up here. And goes on here, last couple of paragraphs. It is interesting to note that today's families, workers, and individuals are increasingly turning away from organized religion to find guiding principles offered by various arts and disciplines. While martial arts is one avenue, other studies include yoga, meditation, or philosophies such as Stoicism. Today, or Stoicism, I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me know how that's pronounced. Come on. Looking at the article again, today our need for inner development has much to do with self-defense as much as it has to do with self-defense. You get it? Our lives are deeply stressed due to the relationship issues, economic pressures, competitiveness, anxiety, illness, emotional traumas, psychological pressures, crowds and rudeness, political drama, religious posturing, healthcare, much, much more. My teacher, this is him referring to his instructor, my teacher strongly encourages his students to apply the principles of martial arts to their everyday life circumstances. And I want to wrap it up with that. Life circumstances. We know as parents, as adults, if you're a teenager, you already know it. We have young people experiencing life challenges. And we know circumstances of life will challenge us. And so the question is, what are you doing to prepare for those circumstances in life that are going to come at you? It's not a question of what do you do if life circumstances and challenges come at you, but what are you doing to prepare for when life circumstances and challenges come your way? Martial arts prepares you for that. And I remember Tom Callis many years ago had mentioned this to me, and you'll hear this in his, when you look at and research his articles, videos, commentary, you'll hear him talk about and speak about, it's better to prepare before you are in a situation. Some people will wait until they're in a situation before they consider preparation. Some people will wait till after they're in a situation to prepare. But I will always be an advocate for to prepare before. Hopefully never be in that situation, but life will present situations that are going to challenge you, that are going to stretch you, that are going to beat you up. So I'm preparing for that when that happens. So what are you doing? Okay, as parents, what are you doing? Because, whether you have a 3-year-old, 17-year-old, or 20-something-year-old, there's going to be life challenges that are going to come up that you're, as a parent, you are going to be in a position where you can help your child. So what are you doing to prepare for when that happens? For me, it's martial arts. It prepares me to be a warrior, but more importantly, not against external situations, but internal. Because when life presents a challenge to me, it's my own ability to stay calm and think clearly, to adapt, to improvise and overcome life's challenges. But that starts within. Martial arts. I used to say this many years ago when a student would come to me. My job is to break through your external, to break through your physical, to get to your heart, to then build up your heart so that you have a strong heart, this indomitable spirit, so that then from that point it builds up and it comes to the outside of you. And so that it's the battle, the internal battle that you want to overcome, that UFC that's going on in here and in here in your heart. So I appreciate you spending this time with me. I hope this is helpful. I apologize for anything that I misspoke or maybe said wrong or incorrectly said a word like stoicism or stoicism. I don't know, you correct me on that. And I don't know everything. All I can do is share my life with you, my experiences with you. And I'm sure, I'm 56, going to be 57. I'm sure when I'm 67, 87, or 97, that I'll have a lot more to add to what I've said today. Maybe I'll amend it, but for now I'll share what I can. And I am your Mount Laurel martial arts guy. There's other martial arts out there. And I hope you guys speak up, share your knowledge beyond your 4 walls of your school if you are a school owner, and beyond the training mats if you're a martial artist. My hope is that you share the knowledge beyond the mats, share the knowledge beyond the walls and put it out into the community. And I do this freely because it was given to me freely. And it's an honor to spend this time with you. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm going to let you go. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm even on Snapchat. Even check me out on Musical.ly. I'm putting myself out there and sharing what I can with you, and hopefully answering your questions. If you have a question or a comment, please share. And if you have something positive to say, please do share that. I'm in need of positive feedback and critiques. There's plenty of people critiquing me, plenty of people going to tell me what I'm doing wrong. There's plenty of that in the world, but I'm hungry for you listening to what I say and let me know the highlights. Let me know what does jump out that I should say I speak more of. Let me know what I'm saying that's good. Give me some positive things. I need that. I need that. That's almost like oxygen for my own emotions, for my own struggle, for my doubts and my fears, my uncertainties, my frailties. I know I'm not perfect, but if I can hear things that I'm doing right, please do share that. I appreciate it. Thumbs up. Let me get those thumbs up. Now, if you have a thumbs down, I'll take the thumbs down, but let me get those thumbs up. What am I doing right? Share with me. Encourage me, inspire me, motivate me, and I'll do the best that I can to motivate you. Okay, guys? Until next time, have a great day.
Black belt strong, motivation. Yeah, black belt strong, get it done and from the heart. Do your best, forget the rest. This is more than martial arts. B to L breaks it down, so make sure that you can hear it. It's all about commitment and plenty perseverance. Yeah, you can do it, just stay with it. It just takes a little discipline. Don't give up, don't give in. Stay motivated till you win. It's all about teamwork. Great you can be. Now I think it's time to let your greatness unleash. Yeah. Black belt strong. Black belt strong. Put our mind to it, guarantee we get it done. We put our mind to it, guarantee we get it done. Yeah, no, we won't stop. Got goals and we'll reach them. P to L, he is the leader. New skills, yeah, he'll teach them. Yeah, it's all about balance. Step up to the challenge. Gotta trust in the process. Don't worry, yeah, you got it. Hey, black belt, I want it. Can't take it, gotta earn it. That fire and desire to be great, yeah, it's burning. So we just getting started. Step on the mat and rock this. We are a team and we put all our heart in it. Yeah, black belt strong. Come on, black belt strong. That's right. Put our mind to it, guarantee get it done. Hey. We put our mind to it, guarantee we get it done. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. Life can be so challenging, but we are gonna figure out. Show respect to one another and we gotta help each other. This right here is a lifestyle. It will make me better. Black belt strong. I gotta rep the name. Ever since I got into it, really I ain't been the same. Gives a feeling deep inside. Really I cannot explain. I just feel I got the power and I wanna make a change. Hold up. If I can do it, you can do it too. Don't ever give up or give in. Gotta believe in you. P to L will show you all the things that you can do. Cause you got talent, you got skills that you never knew. Black belt strong. Black belt strong. Put our mind to it, guarantee we get it done. We put our mind to it, guarantee we get it done. Yeah, black belt strong. Black belt strong. Put our mind to it, guarantee we get it done. We put our mind to it, guarantee we get it done. Yeah, I know that I'm brave. I knew it all along, but now I finally know that I am black belt strong. I know that you're brave. I knew that all along, but now you finally know that you are black belt strong. Yeah, black belt strong. Shout out to P to L.